There are many instances where certain issues affect black men are given more attention or resources in the black so-called community, which can affect to be seen as higher priority. One possible reason for this is the historical legacy of racism and sexism in the United States, which has affected unique challenges and struggles for black men and women. For example, black men have a disproportionate effect of as incarceration and police brutality, which can have a devastating effect on the so-called communities. At the same time, black women have also faced significant challenges, including discrimination from all sides in the workplace and everywhere else, and higher rates of femicide, and experience both sexism, racial bias, because black women are both women and a black, and do not seem to have the same protections, and black women have helped create for black men through countless frontline battles, GoFundMes, and have positioned black men to run free reign on the backs of black women, and will even give birth to countless children from them. While these things go unnoticed, is downplayed and downright ignored, and is not reciprocated. When black women go missing or unalive, the news media and the authorities and black people themselves seem to brush it off like it is not happening or is not a big deal. And black men will mock and insult and unalive black women, and most people underestimate the severity of the situation and try to sweep black femicide and black on black crime under the rug and act like it doesn't exist, but femicide is increasing, with black women being mowed down from 8% of the population to approximately 5%. Be honest, black men garner more sympathy, larger GoFundMes, and a difference of black women GoFundMes are $500 compared to $15,000 and up for black men. Black men are encouraged to aim high in relationships, to date all races of mate and hypergamy, yet black women are harassed for their choices and men saying that black women have a bad picker, and is encouraged to date down and accept less. This is unacceptable, and black women need to have new bills and laws to protect the well-being of black women. The black male identified pygmies and social justice warriors constantly cover for black males that are constantly terrorizing the black so-called community. We must recognize that there is a disproportionate amount of support for black men over black women and no respect for black women's plight. Death, and authorities in the media will unfairly label these women prostitutes when they are not, or when they go missing and called gold diggers when they simply want for a provider. Black men in large numbers run out on their children and leave black women with the baggage of raising kids by herself, and it is encouraged. There are no consequences for them being rewarded sex by multiple women, then leave no different than an infidel, yet never are held accountable for anything. The black woman or anybody that says anything to hold a black man or boy accountable for something, they are threatened, harassed, and even unalive. But black man goes on national syndicate and podcasts and videos degrading black women for more than a decade, and everyone, including black women, participate, and no one bats an eye. Black men themselves try to control women by threatening to take black women's lives because they can't own her, they can't control her, and are powerless when compared to other men and can't compete. They hide behind the excuse of being oppressed by everyone else while they've been oppressing black women and mistreating and abusing black women for centuries at their own hands, and welcomes others to join in, and in some cases already have taken the lives of countless black women, and tell other men to unalive black women, and tell other black incels to start beheading black women and girls, or to get rid of all the black women and start all over. A few have stated, anyone with eyes can see this, but even some black women are in deep denial about what they are giving birth to, and prioritize black men over themselves, and their own daughters is handed over to be devoured by the community like cannibals, and are blamed for things like Freaknik, even though black men were inappropriately touching on black women's bodies, feel entitled to black women's bodies, and many never take no for an answer, and no one puts them in check, not even their peers, but other black men. But he's never blamed for his own death and choices like black women are. And that's all I got to say. Black women, you need to start working together to get laws on the books for yourselves and rights. Man up, ciao.